Hello, hello, good evening, and welcome to Candy's Crafts Corner. How are you all doing today? Today's Sunday, August 17th. Can you believe it? Already more than halfway through August. And yeah, it's almost the end of the summer, and schools are starting up again, and fall's around the corner. I'm happy about that part. Anyway, I hope you're doing fine. I hope you had a good week. And today we are gonna talk. Well, we're not gonna talk. I'm gonna talk, and well, you can talk too in the chat. But basically, I want to show you some alternative with the beautiful paper pumpkin farmhouse florals, which is August paper pumpkin that I just got on Friday. So all these I did between Friday and yesterday, Friday evening and yesterday. Um, I really enjoyed this set as well. So let me show you some of the alternatives. This is very simple. I just cut out and made a little pop-up like this with an easel. Then still with the typewriter and using washi tape. We have this other variation. And then you have this element that's a window. Let me show you. Okay. I'm just finding the elements here in the box. I just don't want to put the box on it. Where the heck is it? Right here. All right. And I just, wanted to give a view from the window using one of our, I think it's Autumn Expressions DSP. And then we have this beautiful bag of flowers that I made into a rustic kind of seafold card. And then just very simple, this is another card base. And I used it, as I show you here, I cut it with the, what is that? Rectangle dice. Anyway, I can't remember the name of it now right now. Texture notes, that's what it is. And if you open it, it looks very simple, but when you open it, you have that, which I think is pretty cool. Because these flowers remind me a lot of the colors of these flowers. Look at the yellow one. It's kind of like almost matching, right? And the orange as well with the calypso coral here. So anyway, so these are my 5 cards. So 5. So I'm going to try to go fast. So we're not here 2 hours. But you know me. I always find things to entertain myself with. So bear with me, okay? We'll start with, I'll do them in the order that I did them, which is this one first. So let me I need a piercing mat for this. Hi, Teresa. Good evening. All right. So this is very simple. But I think it gives it a little something. This is the card base as it comes in the set. And what I did is just cut all around the flowers and then crease it here, fold it, score it here at the, how you call that? I don't know, like at this band here, the blue band on the bottom. So you can make a mini pop-up card like this. So how I did this was using the X-Acto knife tool of our handy take your peel tool. So I'm gonna take this part out and I'm gonna find the X-Acto knife part. I wanted to start this actually so we didn't have to do it all in camera. But anyway, I didn't have time. Just tighten it as much as you can because you're gonna need to apply a little bit of pressure here. If you don't have the take your peel pick tool. You should have it because it's very, very handy. But hi, oh, thank you, Teresa. But you can use an X-Acto knife, or you can make a little cut with your scissors. And once you have a cut, let's see if I can make it work. I'm just gonna be very careful. I'm trying to leave a little bit of white, but I didn't leave that much white here. So well, sometimes it's hard to control this. So you should use a piercing mat or a bunch of magazines here, so because you cannot do it directly on the glass mat if you have one. And certainly you don't want to do it on your table directly because, it would ruin it. So sometimes it just works by just pressing down, putting for these little things, if you just put the blade where it belongs and just slightly moving it, that kind of works. You see how it's separated? Once you have these, if you're able to if you don't have the X-Acto knife and you'd rather fussy cut, you can try to do with the scissors. But honestly, you need like a big hole, so to speak, so you can actually navigate and put them as you want. So I'm not gonna bother right now. I like my X-Acto knife. That's why we have to take your pick tool. And I'm just gonna try to do as fast as I can, even if it's not perfect. Because once you get the idea, you don't need to see me doing the whole thing, but you kind of do because I didn't start it. So one thing I did not do was put the air conditioning on, and it's very humid today here in New York. There we go. Excuse me. All right. Going here. It's hard to do the round shapes with this, but if you move your little mat or the magazine stack or the stack of magazines or whatever you use, it makes it a little easier. And then you can just lift and see if you got everything cut. I'm gonna try the scissors now, see if I can now do the scissors, and I can. And that's gonna be a little faster. But that's what I was saying, that you need a bigger hole so you can put the scissors. And some areas you're not gonna have an easy time putting, like now I need to go that way, and I don't have room, so I'm gonna switch back to this. So you can do that too. And then we're twirling the man. Really hot today here. Another thing that's not ideal is that I actually injure my middle finger doing my windows yesterday. I pressed too hard and I kind of like sprained the muscle. It's very, very pathetic, I know. It was not playing volleyball or doing anything sporty, and just cleaning. So I have that too going on. I'm trying not to use it too much, because this morning it was fat as a sausage. Let's see now with the scissors. Just reaching with the scissors because, as I said, I can go a little faster. And I don't want to have you too long here. There you go. This side is faster. And now I need that angle. That is not ideal. I think we got it. Okay. When I go the other way, I need to switch back to this. Now that we're back to this side, I probably can do the scissors again. And there we go. And remember, we're only going to do it up till this line. So, hi, Deborah. Is the baby fully recovered now, Deborah? I hope he is. All right, almost to the end. And we're just gonna do it till here. All right, so now we're putting this back. The piercing tool for now, and I'm switching to my bone folder. Now with the help of a ruler, I'm just gonna score here by pressing down up to the typewriter and the other end. And just we put it down like that. And voila, we have our little easel. Oh, I'm glad to hear that, Deborah. It's always scary because kids get like high fever, but they recover quickly usually. So I'm glad to hear that he's on the mend. All right. So for this one, I used XOXO here in the typed paper. And then we're going to put a stopper there. I use it as a thank you card. So I'm going to do another thank you card. So let's stamp what we need. Let's see if I can find my XOXO. I can actually stamp right here. The color that comes in this set is Secret Sea. Now I need my thank you. That's hello, that's thank you. Okay, there we go. On my thank you that I'm going to put right here. Perfect. And with dimensionals, we'll prop this up. The dimensionals that come in the set are the mini dimensionals. I'm using the big ones when I need them. But if you don't have them, you can use the minis too. No problem. So now you have to calculate where you want your stoppage, like around like that. And we're going to have it center. Make sure that it's straight, more or less. It's a little high on this side. And that's it. Okay. And then when it flattens, you can flatten it like this for sending, and that's it. So I just decorated with a little bit, like a little bow. We get the thread also in this kit, the linen thread. So I'm just gonna do a double bow. I'm sorry, I keep kicking the camera today. Hitting, not kicking. All right. Play with the little double bow a little bit. Let's put it right there. With a glue dot. Just put the glue dot where I want it. Ah, I knew this would happen. And just the bow. And then I just decorate it with some flat sequins. You can use these or other things if you want, or you can use it without any decoration at all. I just thought they needed something here for when you send the card. That's the first thing that people are going to see. So a little bling is never a bad thing in my book. So I'm using the iridescent adhesive back discs. You can use whatever you want, sequences or something. These white ones, they have like a little bit of a fresh freesia sheen to them that I think they work very well with the colors of these flowers. But as I said, this is up to you, however you want them. And that's it. So this is card number 1. Easy, right? Easy but effective, I think. I like it. Actually, I was showing my friend today, and this is a little crooked. Let me fix that. Is that better? I think. I don't know. Maybe it was not crooked, and I crooked it. I think this is fine. All right. Now I was showing my friend, and she loved the idea of the typewriter, so she requested one. Anyway, so moving on to card number 2. And card number 2, which one is the one that I did as number 2? I wanted to do them in order. I think it was, oh yes, card number 2 is this one, the window one. And for this one, we also need our X-Acto knife because we're going to cut. See what I did here? I put some background to give a view from the window with a view more than this just whitish thing. And it gives a little bit of depth. And I use a window sheet and I think it's alternate expressions. But anyway, and this is the other, what I'm using for the card base is one of the card bases that came here. They're not totally white. They have these little dusty speckles here that make it look very rustic. Oh, I'm glad you like the typewriter, the pop-up typewriter. I think it's very cute. I love the typewriter myself. I'm a writer, so, that's, well, not that anybody uses typewriters anymore, but anyway. All right, so let's get to this one. So what I did for this one was cut this part of the window out. The only thing is that you have to actually go around these branches because they're not part of the window. So you want this to keep. In this case, I'm trying to go, except for the flowers, I'm trying to go actually, let me do it, as close to the wood frame as possible. See, now here we're gonna keep the branches in. I almost got too much there. You can see what I've cut already. I need to cut this part here. The X-Acto knife is very handy for this kind of thing, actually. For little, you don't want to substitute it for fussy cutting, as I explained, but for things like this, it's perfect. And it's part of our extra tools to use with our Take Your Pick tool. So that's one. Just have to be very careful because they're usually very sharp. All right, let me see. Okay. Something here is not totally perforated. And I don't want to break the branch. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. I don't know why it's not coming out. Sometimes if you turn it around, then you can see where you didn't do the cut, because sometimes with the coloring, it's harder to see. All right. Yeah, I think I need to do this a little bit better. Just what I want to avoid is that it breaks. All right. That was much easier. There we go. That was much easier with my original card. And I see there's a little bit here that I don't want. There. It's a rustic window, so as you see, it's not perfectly lined straight. I mean, as I remember, this side was easier, but maybe it's me. Let's see. Yeah, right. They have, but I think that the rustic vibes come from the design, the illustration that they gave us for these cards. For this kit, I mean, it's Farmhouse, so that explains a lot, right? Actually, let me see if I can. No, I don't want to do it with the scissors. This just too small here. Yes, this is done. This is done. And we're almost there. Why did I say that this was easier? Probably it's not easier. All right. I think that should suffice. All right. All right. All right. So that we have our windows ready. And now that was the hardest part. All right. Just putting my Take Your Pick tool away for now. So because this was farmhouse, and that to me spoke rustic. I wanted to use the um, DSP from Country Woods and give it a little farmhouse look to our car here. So this is how it's gonna go. But of course, we want to give a view here. And I have several to choose. Let's see what works better. I have just the blue sky, which could be nice, but I like the depth that it gives when you have something else popping through the window. Like now it's your like debut. Or then I have this piece here. And these were, like I cut it to size here more or less. So that could be like more of an autumn look, which autumn around the corner is not a bad thing. Like something like that would be nice. Or also I have this part that has more like windows and the side. I think it's from this side. See, same. So we can decide here what kind of view we want to have. And I think I'm going to go for this one because I like to see a little bit more landscape. So what I want to do is just adjust it to where I like it. And if I have to cut a little bit here, it doesn't matter, and I think I like it like this. So I'm going to trim it from this side just with my scissors. Doesn't need to be. Yes. Yes, that's nice. Oh no, please tell me I'm not losing battery. Please, please, please. I hear a little ding. Well, hopefully not. Anyway, so of course we need window sheet for this. And as I always tell you, if you don't have window sheet, you can use this part that comes in the stamps. I like to put my stamps directly on their stamp cases, and then I just use the thin part to cover them to protect them. So I end up with a lot of window sheet. So I save them for this kind of thing if you don't have window sheet. So we are gonna attach the window with tear and tape, removing the backing. Oops. Every time I think that this is dirty, but no, it's the paper that it has the little speckles of dust to make it look more rustic. So I am putting the windows, of course. There we go. And now we have to calculate where we want our view. And I said a little bit higher, probably like that, so we can see that. Tiny bit higher. So something like that. So now that I have it, just gonna put some glue in it. Can you guys see me again? Please let me know. If you're with me, I don't think somebody is watching, but I don't know who. Yeah, that's perfect. And now we're gonna put dimensionals to this side. Yeah, I don't have anybody watching right now. I wonder if I'm live. Am I? I hope I am. I can see myself doing things, so just double checking. Yes. Okay. So yeah, that's a first. I'm gonna be touching the phone and making sure that it doesn't overheat, but there's not much I can do other than wait for it to cool down. I don't have that many apps open or anything. So we're gonna center our window in the wood panel, like so. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you for coming back. And let me crease this. This is one of the card bases in the set, just as is, with the dust speckles. And I'm just gonna glue it right away. Right on, I mean. Thank you. I'm glad you like it, Deb. Ah. Then one thing I thought of to make it more rustic, and this is from a long time ago. I have this ribbon that was called scallop lace trim. You can put another one if you want, just to put it here on this ledge. And I thought it looked cute, like farmhousey. If you don't have that, that's fine. You can put another piece of ribbon, or you can put nothing. I mean, it's perfectly fine to have the shelf right as it is. Just gonna put it on the shelf. It's hard for me to see because I have the phone right in front of my nose, so I cannot really go over the project. Ay. All right, let's do it that way. Yeah, like that. All right, and then I have here this label that I also cut from Country Woods DSP. And I cut it with one of the dies in Unbounded Love that has so many little frames. Not frames, but labels. And I wanted a happy birthday. So I used this really old, from another old paper pumpkin. I think it was from Mountain Majesties or something. Not very sure. Don't quote me on that. But whatever message that you want. And we have many messages here in this set, because this one had a double set of stamps, which, by the way, I did not show, but let's show it right now. It has these many set of stamps. It has like the little teapot that I didn't use. And it says always here for you. What does it say here? For a great friend. Thank you for you. XOXO. Just a note. You are loved. Forever your friend. To say, that's to just a note to say. And then is good friends are hard to find. I'm so glad we found each other. I like that sentiment a lot. Anyway, so with pecan pie, I'm just gonna stamp a happy birthday here. And voila. Happy birthday. I'm not gonna need these two, so I'm gonna take them out of the way. And I should have done it more to the side, because I put a little bit of linen thread there. If I can find it. Oh, here it is. I mean, this is not the one that comes in the set, but it's the one that I have on my desk. It's the same one. So we're just gonna do a knot. Just twirl it around. Come on, cooperate, please. Yes, and something like that. And I'm gonna cut it, knot it. Square knot works. Double knot, whatever you call it. I lost one of the threads, but that's okay because it's rustic. So if it works, it works. But it did kind of a weirdy thingy here. Yeah, I don't know what happened to that, but it's okay. Gonna leave it like that. And now we're gonna put 2-dimensionals in the back of this one. One here, grabbing some of my linen thread so it doesn't come undone. And we're just gonna put it right there, outside the window, the first, well, maybe not, maybe I'll put them both in. Yeah, that works. All right. And now, just to finish it up, that's it. I think that's done, right? Nothing. Doesn't need to be finished up because it's finished. This is a little weird enough, but that's okay. Drastic enough. And we have two different backgrounds for our windows, right? One is more autumnal. This is more like dusk, like, but cute, I think. All right, moving on to card number 3, which was this one. All right. This is just for me to use the typewriter because I like the typewriter. We're gonna do it actually in navy, not navy. Actually, I have it. I can do it in a secret sea and this background. This is also embossed. It's hard to see here. This is the pressed flowers embossing folder, and this is the mixed flowers. I can't remember what it's called. This embossing folder. So you guys get to choose which color. Nothing. And I have hello and I have hugs. So I'm gonna use hugs because I wanted to put actually birthday hugs and I didn't finish that. But nobody says anything. I think I'm gonna do it for variety's sake. I'm gonna do the blue one. Secret Sea. Regular card base. Just like so. 8.5 by 5.5, score at 4.25. We are gonna put this right here. This is 4 by 5.25. And I embossed it with, I can remember, Secret Sea. Good, because that's the one I'm doing, Teresa. Teresa, you may know what this folder is called. The one that has some kind of magnolia, some flowers. It was something flowers. Mixed flowers, embossing folder, something like that. And thanks for coming back after my beer. Uh-oh. Don't tell me it's overheating again. Oh, it's overheating again. I don't know what's going on with this phone. For this, I used the washi tape on paper and I cut it just on cardstock and I cut it to size here, which is 4 by, I think this is 3, but I'm gonna check it right now. I got the message that this is overheating again. I hope I don't lose you again. But if I do, I'm so sorry. I'll come back. This can take all night at this pace. Well, I'm almost done with card number 3 because this is very fast. So anyway, what I was saying, I adhere this piece is 3 by 4 with a washi tape I put over a regular cardstock. Actually, I think I put it over a card base, so it has some of the speckles of dust of the card base of the other one. And then from another part of the washi tape, I cut the hugs and the hello and the hugs come from the add-on dies that we had. This is the hugs, and then we have the hello. This is from the corresponding for this trimester of paper pumpkin. So I cut them both. So let me go fast in case this overheats again. So far, feels fine. Anyway, so I cut these from the piece of cardstock with let me show you actually, because I have them right here. When you put the washi tape with cardstock, that's what you get. You put the die on top, and then you just cut the words, and then some of them will have flowers, and I kind of like that look of the flowery thingy. So we're gonna put it right here, maybe a little bit farther down because you wanna read it better. And that was the hard part, cutting the dimensionals slim enough so I can put them behind, let me see, behind the letters without showing. So what I did is that from this piece that was already used, I just, I have actually some pieces here, very slim pieces here. And we only need a couple because this is very light. So here's one that I'm gonna put right there. Maybe I'll put this one down here. Maybe I'll put, sorry. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you for your patience. I don't know, today, as I was saying, it's hot, but honestly, I've never had that the phone overheats so much. Never happened before. And this one here. Peeling it up. So hard to peel when they're so tiny. And I said I would put it right there. So yeah, that's a good place for it. This overhangs a little bit the dimensionals, so I'm just gonna trim it. So here we have the hugs, and now we need the typewriter. And where is the envelope where I have everything ready for this one? Here, right here. And where is the typewriter? Did it fall? Oh, maybe it did. Here. We have the typewriter here. And one of the pieces that comes in the label set of this is this cute paper that you can put into this typewriter because it has like a cut. How cute is that? I curled mine, but we're gonna stamp it first because this says hugs. I'm gonna do the XOXO, hugs and kisses, because I think I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna put birthday hugs here, so I can use it for a birthday. XOXO, and now we're gonna curl it because if you remember when you use a typewriter, the paper came a little curled, so I'm just curling it a little bit with my bond folder and just put it like this. Just to adhere it there, I'm gonna put a little bit of, isn't it cute? Thank you, Teresa. I'm glad you like it, and thank you for hanging out with me despite my technical difficulties. Now I'm obsessed that this is gonna overheat again, but it feels pretty cool. I took it from the case I thought that that would help, but I don't know. I'm gonna put it right there, overhanging a little bit from the floral background. Of course, silly me, I have to put dimensionals for that. Otherwise, won't do anything. I shouldn't have taken that backing. I could have left it like that because it's not gonna be useful, because it's not gonna touch anything, because it's gonna be raised. And there we go. And then if you want to decorate it with just another little flower here on the side, we can do that. Let me see if I can find. I want one of the purple ones. That's too big. Smaller one. We're going to use that in the inside. Yeah. Like the one I used there. But I use the Calypso Coral side. And, you know, the washi tape comes in two different colors. One is more reddish and the other one is more purplish. So I'm using the purplish one. Okay, let's put dimensionals behind this. Actually, I'm gonna use a big one. No, the little one. Overthinking in process here. And I may have to move this one because I want this on top of this and this behind the paper, like so. So there. That works. They're gonna save or not. I'm not gonna save it. Got too stuck to my fingers. All right. Let me make room for the inside. And we're gonna use this little one here. Just blue. Layer florals. Yes, yes, that was the embossing folder. When I'm using it, I read it and I say, like, I have to remember this is what it is, and then I forget. And we're just gonna attach this to the interior. All right. And voila, here's our card. And I think I want to put the birthday here, but I don't have it ready, so I'll think about it. If not, hugs is perfectly nice. And maybe I'll do a little blue dot to attach that flower that keeps wanting to pop up. There. Perfect now, see? Just a little thing. All right, so that's card number 3. We have 2 more to go if my phone doesn't break again. So we'll do this one first. Okay, so this one is easy. It uses this little bag of flowers. And where is the preparation? And it also uses this, oh my God, Candy. I'm going to check what the name of that is because it's going to drive me crazy. I have it right here. It's the Thoughtful Designs specialty paper, and it comes in ombre colors. And this part of the ombre, it reminded me a lot of the Calypso coral. The other part is more fresh freesia, which also works with some of the flowers. But the flowers that they give you here are Darling Duckling and Calypso coral. So I went for those colors. So we get a pecan pie, which is the color of the back, and the texture notes for inside and this. So let's put together the card first. Okay, that's easy. This is regular card base, and we're gonna fold it back. And you can do it with your trimmer, or you can do it like I'm doing right now. I'm trying to go fast, that's why. Oh, I realized I didn't cut. Oh, because, okay. So this has 2 pieces of wood here, but I ran out of this design. So we're gonna have to choose another wood one. Side. I'm gonna put this inside. Gonna start. I cut this with the textured notes from the designer series paper, because this will be seen from the outside too. But I want more like the Calypso coral part of this to be seen, because that's what's gonna go like this, and it kind of matches better. That's just me. All right. So for this decoration here, we have 2 choices. We can do this branch here and just put it, and it's gonna be seen, but most of it is gonna be covered by this. So I used this other one that is supposed to come out of the teapot, but if you put it like I did here on the bottom, it looks cute too, as if it's a patch of flowers, which this is what I'm gonna do now. And for coloring this, I used sponge daubers and 3 colors. So I'm gonna do some, I think, which one should I do first? I'm gonna do the yellow flowers first. I'm just gonna put where the flowers are. Just, is there another flower over there? Is it? Yeah, but I don't want them all yellow, so that's enough for this. Then we're gonna do the Calypso coral flowers. And Calypso coral. And another one here. And then we have the branches in green, which is gonna be hard, but anyway. It's not gonna be perfect, but that's okay. I don't mind it. All right, something like that. And then we're gonna put it right here. And it comes like a little bit of a tie-dye kind of thing, but it kind of with the colors that match. So I like it. It's rustic. We're gonna adhere that part. Like there. But now we need to choose some wood. So let me see what will fit here. Maybe this one where I have enough, or this one I have enough too. This one is not big enough, and I don't like it horizontal. I want it vertical. So I have it in vertical. Will it go well with this? Yeah, I think it will. All right, so I'm gonna cut these 2 pieces. It's 5 1/4 by 1 7/8. 2 pieces of that. So I'm just gonna do the 5 1/4 here. And 2 pieces of 1 7/8. Oh, I think I did 2 7/8. Oh, okay. I'll trim that down. 1 7/8 there. This is definitely too big. Oops. So we're gonna glue this part. And the back was kind of cool too. Nah, too dark, right? One goes on the front. And the other one goes in the inside. The important part is that they kind of match the height of these. And now we're gonna work on our centerpiece, a medallion. For this, we have, trying to make room in my really tiny space. We have the bag that comes with it, and it comes with a handle that you can put over it, so it has some height. And then all these flowers. So the handle we're gonna adhere with a mini dimensional that I'm splitting in two. I'm putting one on this side. Oopsie. But inside, because we don't want to see it. And the other one on the other side of the handle. Peel the backs. Oh, we peeled the whole thing. It's so tiny. Let's see if this works better. It looks like it. And there. All right, so we're just gonna attach it where it goes. Like here. And then I'm attaching the whole back with dimensionals, the big ones. Where did I put them? On their place. That's good. For right. You put it where you want it. I'm cutting it a little down so I have room for the flowers. Oh no, device overheating. Damn it. Well, guys, I'll try to cool it down again. Doesn't feel that hot. But anyway, I'm gonna lose it soon. I don't know what to do about it. I'll come back and finish this because we're almost at the end. But anyway, we're gonna put mini dimensionals in these. And you just put them wherever you want. Over the back. This one gonna go here. Then I have a double one that I'm gonna put here. One with a mini and one with a big one. So we're adhering the flowers with what now, people on the street? I know. It's very ironic, Teresa, that I'm hitting again. Ugh. frozen again when this is overheating. Anyway, I don't know how to put this. Probably without that. Just one. There. And then I put one little one over here. On the bottom, just because I thought it was cute. Just the dimensional outside the bag, if that makes sense. And then I know it's just like so weird. I don't know if my phone is dying or what. It just, I don't know why it goes so fast. At least I can cool it down now. Just go to the air conditioner and put it right there, and it cools down quicker than before. Anyway, I'm gonna switch my, where did I put it here? To the patty. I'm gonna switch my, take your pick to the patty. And I'm gonna put some decorations here, which you can use whichever centers. You can use pearls, whatever. I have these champagne iridescent dots that I like because the colors match very well with it and they're very shiny. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of glue in each one of these centers. Yeah, I don't know if it's a thing tonight with the phone or if my phone is dying. Maybe it needs another battery. I have no idea. But it's definitely weird and freaking annoying. All right, there. Gonna take another little one. All right, they don't want to stick. There. Oh, no. There. Nope. No, it's stuck to my finger. And now the other one stuck to my finger. Jeez. Come on, guys. Cooperate. Something cooperate tonight, please. All right. So this one, actually, I'm going to take a little bit of glue from that one and put it right there. I like to put them here because they're easier to grab than from the big box. Maybe the big ones now. No, this is too big. I don't like it too big. This size. This size is the one I wanted. And oh, we mean one more. Which one is the size? This one. There. All right, now that we have that, we're just gonna, oh, where's my card? Here. That's my sample. We're just gonna glue this side to the front. Center it. And then we can put the for you little thingy. Where's my for you? I think it's this one. And we'll do it in pecan pie. I love these champagne pearls. At the beginning, I didn't like them because they're a little bit of a pain in the neck to glue. But actually, I'm going to do it this way. but they're so shiny and they give a lot of and you can use so many because you have so many. So like I'm very stingy with the embellishments. I usually only use 3 or something, but with these ones, so we're gonna adhere this with a glue dot and a mini dimensional. So a mini dimensional for this side, and then we'll put a glue dot here. Actually, like so. Have a little bit of extra glue from the glue dot that I'm gonna put here because I want to make sure that my little bow that I already did gets stuck there. And I'm gonna trim the edges, and that's it. All right. So that's card number 4, and I'm quickly gonna do card number 5 before this. It's starting to heat up again. And card number 5 is that one that looks very simple, but when you open it up, it has all this color. And this comes from celebratory sips. So wait. So let's do that really quickly. It's easy. So we have an 8.5 by 5.5, but this time we scored it at 2 1/8 on each side. So we have the little overlapping thingy. I cut the front part of the card with the texture notes. So we're gonna adhere it with dimensionals later. Well, actually, we can do it right now. Only this side, because then you need to open it. So this side is without anything. So where are my dimensionals? Make sure that I'm doing the right side. I'm gonna put 6. But I'm gonna put ribbon here, so I'm not gonna do it in the center. All right. Taking the backing. So I'm just putting a strip of tear tape here. Behind, this is the front of the card, if you remember the piece. I'm just gonna do it because this is gonna go like this. I'm putting the velvet side down. And I don't know exactly how I want it done. So before I adhere it, I'm gonna make sure. So this will be this part. So I want, oops, now it adhered here. So I'm gonna do it this part down like around. So I can always strip it a little bit. No, it was the other way around. All right, never mind. Oh, of course, it didn't adhere because I didn't remove the backing. This has me a little bit upset, as you can see. I'm so sorry. Like that. Just, like you could leave it loose, but just to hold it in place a little bit. Yeah, I think that's good enough. And now we're going to put it here where we want, which is center on the front of both when they both are close and center like this. All right? So now it will turn around and you have more or less 2 pieces to tie. Now, when I open it, I didn't like this at all. So make room. We're gonna use a piece of texture nodes, the largest of the rectangles, for a node there. Oh, thank you, Deborah. I'm upset because something's going on with the phone, and I don't know if that's gonna be ongoing now or what. But anyway, I know it's frustrating. But thank you for sticking around. All right, and then, as I said, I don't want to see this part here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna adhere these with dimensionals, because this, remember, we put dimensionals here. So dimensionals on this side and then glue on the other side, making sure that we cannot see it outside, because that we don't want. And it's a little bit big, so I'm just gonna trim it just a smidge. Just a smidge like this. That should do it. And so we're gonna put the dimensionals here on the left side. Thank you for the heart, that means a lot. Yeah, I see that because I cut a little bit. I don't want to see the blade mark there. So this side is going to have dimensionals, the left side. And you don't have to put too many, because like I think 3 will suffice. And the rest we're going to put glue on this side here. More or less like that, right? And now we carefully, okay, in the card that I was working on, we carefully align it like that. Not only we cover the ribbon adherence there, but it also, when it opens, gives it a, wow, look at that, how much color. And then we also have a piece for this side, which is 5 1/4 by 1 3/8, 7/8, 1 7/8. And that's it for these cards. If you want to put like a, I think I put, did I put the, yes, I put the branch there. But that's it for this card. I'm going to use fresh freesia. I should have done it before adhering it, right? And voila. You have your card that looks so simple on the outside. And then we tie it here. And that's it. Well, I actually did the for you as well. Do I have another for you? Yes, I do. So let's do it since I'm at it. And I also put some sequins in there as well. Just want to go fast before this. Yeah. Heating up, but not so much. Hopefully. Where's my for you? Here. That way. Again, we're gonna, well, actually this one we can just, how did I do that? Oh, I did it with dimensionals both. Oh, we'll do it with dimensionals both. Both sides, I mean. and just a little bit of linen thread for a simple bow. Ah, there we go. And a glue dot. The glue dot got stuck, but I want it up. All right. And the sequins are from the adhesive bag sequins, purple adhesive bag sequins, but these are fresh freesia, which matches or lavender or ribbon there. And I put one here, one here, and one over here. All right, so that's it. These are the cards, the 5 cards for tonight. Thank you. Right, I think they do, because the flowers, Teresa, you're right, celebratory sips is perfect, because the flowers are kind of the same colors, and these, especially the yellow ones, are like the same. But anyway, so these are the cards. Thank you for putting up with my technical issues. So these are the cards. We have the 2 bags. We have the typewriter, the pop-up typewriter, and the window. Okay. Thank you again for putting up with my technical issues. Hopefully it's a one-time thing. I don't know how we're going to test it, but we're going to have to test it again. I'll have a plan B. I have a second phone that I may be able to use, but I don't know. I have to see. We'll see. Anyway, thank you so much again. I hope you liked the cards. Thank you for all the hearts, and I'll see you probably next week. I have to see, because I have the US Open starting, and I may have to skip a couple of Sundays. But if I can reschedule, I will. All right, so I'll let you know. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a wonderful week, and see you soon. Bye.